Guys, today's video is a hard one to create because a lot of people will get hurt, and I just think it is important for me to convey this message. I'm a horrible actor. Anyways. Without all the dramatics, in today's video, I'll be, okay, and hold your horses. Hold your horses. I'll be telling you which movies I liked better than the book. I know, a reader that thinks a movie is better than a book? It's unheard of. But it had to be said. So yeah, let's get into that. I think I have like 8 movies or something, so let's start with the first one, and it's gonna be a hefty one to start off with. So the first movie I think that was better than the book is Call Me by Your Name. I know, cultural masterpiece. But the book, guys, okay, so I watched the movie before I watched the book, and the movie was so good that I thought, you know what, I think it can actually have some added value if I read the book, because a story like this, a book can give this so much more like dynamic and perspective and whatever. So I was like, okay, yeah, let's read the book. And then I read the book, and the book is the most bland, boring, atmosphereless, I don't even think that's a word, but they created it. There was like zero atmosphere. It's because the movie was like a third person's perspective, right? And the book was all in Mr.'s head. So it was a little boring. The screenwriting saved that movie, because if they had done it the way it was done in the book, it would have been a snooze fest of a movie, honestly. So that's the first one. Then the second movie is Paper Towns by John Green. Well, the movie isn't by John Green, but Paper Towns by John Green. I like the movie better than the book because the book was just boring. I think it's mainly because it's not the kind of story that I enjoy as a book, but having it as a movie just made it more like bite-sized, like you're done in an hour and it's just like a little entertaining, you know? I don't know, not too much to say about that one. Just I just preferred the movie over the book because I feel like it's not my cup of tea, personally. To keeping with the trend of John Green, the next movie is The Fault in Our Stars, which I know, guys, hear me out. I know the movie is cringy and pretty bad, but the book is as well. So it's just kind of like picking the lesser of two evils here. Honestly, like you can't win. You can't. Like, this is one of those books and movies where I never understood the hype. It was always cringy. Very weird story. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just don't like the way they handled the story and the plot and the weird plot holes that were in the book that were also in the movie. But it was just, no. It was a big no for me. Technically, you could say I didn't enjoy either, but yeah, at least the movie got me to like cry a little. The book, I was just stoic. I was like, what is this? What's happening? The fourth one, also low-key, kind of up to preference or like a little maybe controversial, is Forrest Gump. I enjoyed the movie better than the book because it was like the movie was just perfectly executed. The acting, immaculate. The way they like changed the story, like obviously the plot line of the story is the same, but the way they told it in the movie was like more feel good, kind of like, it's not coming of age, but like you see Forrest obviously like grow up and like go through all these things and like change, and it's a very sad movie, but it's also like kind of a feel-good movie. And whereas the book is more like the nitty-gritty, a little bit more heavy on the sadness, if that makes sense. And I think the movie conveyed the emotion better than the book. So therefore I enjoyed the movie better. Number 5 is not even up for debate. I think everyone can agree on this. The Devil Wears Prada. The book, it's just a like the story makes for a boring book, but as a movie, like, it's immaculate. It's one of my favorite movies. Like, I know it's not like the pinnacle of cinematography, but It is just nice. Like, I just enjoy it. I watch The Devil Wears Prada like at least 4 or 5 times a year. Like, it's insane because it's just fun. Like, whenever I reward myself, like if I finish something, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna buy ice cream and I'm gonna watch The Devil Wears Prada. So I just really like it. Like, I don't think there's any debate on this one. The book is pretty weak. Also, one word. Well, actually 2 words. Meryl Streep, like Queen. How can the book like measure up to that? Like, it's impossible. The 6th movie is The Help. I enjoyed The Help way better than I enjoyed the book. As far as you can enjoy your story like that, like, it's obviously a very heavy story, but the casting was immaculate for this movie. The acting was amazing. The budget was there. It was just really good. And same as with Forrest Gump, I think the movie conveyed a lot more emotion than the book did, and watching it happen, I think, is what makes stories like those better as a movie than as a book, because you're in it more or something. Honestly, I don't know. It's just, oh, I got 7, so we're up to the last one. And the last movie I have is also low-key kind of split even between people who like the movie better and who like the book better, but The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. Yeah, depressing, I know. We're ending on a very low, sad note, but the book did nothing for me. As a book, it is a very long-winded, nonsensical story. Like, I think the writing and just how it was conveyed in the book took away so much from the message and the emotion that is actually in that story. And as a movie, oh my god, the way I cried, like, it was sad. I'd actually consider like the book of The Boy in the Striped Pajamas one of the worst books ever written. Like, the writing just isn't good, and to write a story like that, like, you have to, I feel like if you're gonna write like a hard-hitting story, you have to know how to write hard-hitting stories. And it looked like the author just didn't know what they were doing. It was just, it made no sense for what was being discussed. So the book was not for me. The movie, however, it was a great movie. It's not like it was a nice movie, but it was a good movie, you know what I mean? So where the book was long-winded and kind of wishy-washy, the movie was concise, it was gripping, and it was like filled with emotion, and that's what made it like 100 times better. So that was everything, guys. 7 movies I liked better than the book. Please don't kill me, don't burn me at the stake. I'm just opinions, man, they're like buttholes, everyone got them. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed that small short video. Well, short, it's pretty average length. Hope you enjoyed that video, and thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate the support as always. Please drop a like and subscribe if you want to. And if you didn't like this video, obviously dislike the video, and let me know what you think I could do better next time, or what made it so that you didn't like it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.